Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. So today we are going to be doing a makeup tutorial for 2026 and this is the beginner's guide. And even if you already know about makeup and maybe you just want to brush up on some stuff you forgot, that's okay as well. But without further ado, we're going to get into this video. I don't want to keep the intro too long because I just want to get straight into it because I have a lot of information I have to give and I don't want this video to be like 20 to 30 minutes. So yeah, let's go. First things first, obviously wash your face. You want to start on a clean base and a base that's also prepped. So I'm going to go with my skincare. If I can get this toner pad. And keep in mind, this is also my makeup routine as well for every day. I'm not doing my full glam routine, and if you do want that, let me know. But this is the toner pads I'm using. It's by Mediheal. These are really good for my skin to get rid of hyperpigmentation. I just take this toner pad and I wipe it all over. And you also can just put it on your skin and leave it there for like 3 to 5 minutes to get rid of dark spots. But I just want to go ahead and get all the stuff off of my skin and then start. Okay. And yeah, you can kind of see it's a little dirty. I like to keep my skin very clean. Then let that dry for like 20 seconds and you're gonna go in. Well, you don't have to do this. I go in with serums. So I take my hyaluronic acid and B5 serum by Ordinary, put some in my hand, and put some all over my face. And don't forget your neck too when it comes to skincare. Do not forget your neck, as well as when you're washing your face. A lot of people forget that. I used to be a lot of people. Then you're gonna take your, well, you don't have to use all of these serums or all of these toner pads. This is just what I use. I use the Medicube pink peptide serum, and it has salmon DNA in it. This is supposed to be good for elasticity and your skin barrier. I probably should just use this only at night because I don't want to run out, but I use it every morning and night. I might just, ooh, I'm already kind of running a little low. Yeah. Then I take this Dr. Althea 345 cream. I feel like it really isn't doing much. I feel like it's just there to moisturize and that's about it. It's supposed to also get rid of your dark spots and do a whole bunch of other stuff, but I feel like it's just not really doing it. And I kind of want to go back to using my old cream, which was the Round Lab cream. I really love that one. Like, I feel like that one actually worked. Like, it made my skin very moisturized and I didn't really have as many breakouts. I feel like I've been having quite a bit of breakouts with this one. So, but that's not to say that you can't go and buy it. Like, everyone's skin is different, which is another thing. So, if you want to go buy it, go buy it. Because this is a beginner's guide, I'm going to be doing a skin tint. So, yeah. Because I really don't want to do a foundation. Because I don't want my face to break out. Because I'm kind of already breaking out. Just a little bit. And because it's an intro, I want it to be as simple as possible. I want this to be something that everyone can do like every day and not just for special occasions. Okay, so I like to do my eyebrows first. Oh my god, my voice. Jesus Christ. So I want to do my eyebrows, and I got this idea from Patrick Ta's makeup tutorial, like in like the beginner's guide as well. I watched that maybe last year, and it was really to learn how to do my brows. And I saw that he said that you want to start like right here and take it out. And so that's what I've been doing for my brows. Because I used to put gel on it and just like slick them down and go. Because I feel like I was like, every time I fill in my brows, it just looks really stupid. So, not gonna fill them in. But it was crazy because I really wanted to fill them in. Because I want like thicker eyebrows. which is another thing. If I had a good like eyebrow serum, I probably wouldn't even use that at all. I just go in with that and just like hopefully they grow out. Hope and pray to God it grows out, and then just use that for like ever. Also, if I sound kind of weird, I feel like I'm getting a bit sick. Also, this is the serum that I use slash primer. It has hyaluronic acid in it as well, if I'm not mistaken. This is by Maybelline. It's supposed to be their grippy serum. If I can get it out of the bottle, as you can see, I'm running dangerously low on this. Take that all over the face. Well, really, I just go in my T-zone right here on my forehead, and really just the places like where I'm most oily at. I used to take my primer like all over. But yeah, you really just have to put it where you're most oily at. Then I'm gonna go in with my skin tint. Okay, I'm gonna go in with this Fenty skin tint in Eavesdrop in shade 21. This is what it looks like. I do like this so I can get the product out because I have been using this for quite a while. And like I said, this is going to be a very simple look, but like soft glam. So, yeah. Then I'm going to take this Charlotte Tilbury in shade 5.5 Tan Dobre. And I'm going to put this also where I placed my skin tint. Because my skin tint is just a little bit dark for me, and also I want like a glowy base. Then I'm going to take this e.l.f. brush. This is their duo brush. I got this like a long time ago. And yeah. And you're just going to pat it into the skin like this. And you don't have to use two different shades, but like I said, this is just to have like my perfect shade to really match my skin. And then, because I want a glowy kind of base, I want glowy foundation. I want it to give skin, which is another reason why I really love this skin tint. Like, this is the only one that gives me a good coverage for someone with hyperpigmentation and acne, but also enough to like look like skin and not like I'm wearing foundation, because I want it to give skin. And there are a lot of other skin tints you can use. You don't have to use Fenty, but this is just my favorite that I've come across. I freaking swear my allergies are getting to me. But anyways, we're gonna push through. You're gonna use the Maybelline Eraser Concealer in shade 144. And I used to take this on the back of a palette and then place it on my skin, but oh wait, I almost skipped a step. I'm sorry. I almost skipped a step. I lied. So you're going to take your contour or like liquid bronzer, because we're on liquids right now. And also remember, liquids go with liquids. Powders and dry products go with each other. Almost like when you're cooking. Think about it like that. But yeah. So this is the Rare Beauty bronzer contour. I'm not sure if this is my shade. It's in shade Tranquil. But I feel like for my contour shade it is. I don't know about bronzer though. But I do have actual powder bronzer, so it doesn't really matter. And this is all of my contour spots. I go under my chin, I go on my nose like this. My nose is already kind of small, so I just really want that button nose effect, so I just do two. One up top, one on the bottom. 2 dots here, 2 dots here, and one here, one here. And that's it. Okay, your brush doesn't have to be this one specifically, but this is the e.l.f. brush for contouring that I take. And I kind of just do like this and push it into the skin. And then I turn the brush and kind of do like this, like up. Like push it up the contour. And do the same thing on this side and push it up. And like I said, don't forget to stipple it into the skin. Like, we're not brushing it like this. You want to tap it into the skin. Then I'm doing the same thing up here. Tapping it into the skin and so forth. Now for my nose, well, actually, let me do this part. Tap it And this one, you can take it like right here. You're gonna make sure it's underneath, not like on the sides of your skin, because you want to give that illusion that you have a jawline. Like we're trying to get snatched. And I already naturally have a round face, so okay, this video might just be a little long. Alright. You want to take this little brush. This is my contour brush. I actually got this from Shein. It was like a little brush set. Also, your brushes don't have to be super expensive, but like if you want like a super good base, I would suggest it like going to like Ulta, and if you can't afford it, Sephora. They have really good brushes, especially their own collection. Like you don't have to go and buy an actual brand brush. But yeah, and you see this already button nose effect. Boom. Okay, now let's get into concealer. So take shade 144, and I put just a little bit right here, some right here, by my nose. Oh my gosh, my hair just got into my makeup. Oh my gosh. This is why I use a headband. If you can, find a headband so your hair doesn't get in your makeup. Then I go in with a lightening shade in 130. So don't be going insane in the comments. That is not your shade. Duh, I know that. This is just to lighten my makeup. And you don't have to do this step, but this is just how I like to do my makeup. Like I really love the whole like lightening under your eyes and your forehead and stuff. It just looks better in my opinion, my makeup. I feel like it elevates the look. Then you're going to take a concealer brush. Like I said, I get some of my brushes from like Temu or Shein. Like it doesn't have to be expensive. And I just go in and tap into the skin. And you want to keep it where you placed it. So don't take it all the way out here. Just kind of place it under the eye and keep it there. Like every place that you placed it, try to keep the concealer there. And that little line, I'm going to tell you how to get rid of that in a second. Okay, so to get rid of that line, you're going to want to take a beauty blender, if I can find it. Here it is. You're going to take a beauty blender and kind of just get rid of that line. Like this. Like right where the line is between the concealer and the contour is where you want to blend that out. All it takes is just a little bit. And if you want to go up under your eyes with the beauty blender, you can wet it and go up under your eyes, and that's just going to give you more of a natural look. And you can also use that when putting on foundation. But if you're actually trying to get coverage, and because this is a skin tint, I would probably recommend not doing that, especially if you have acne or hyperpigmentation that you want to like kind of, I was gonna say conceal, but yeah, conceal. Even though your foundation is not your concealer, you know that. But yeah. Okay, now I probably should have told you this at the beginning, but since I waited a little bit with my concealer, I have under eye lines. So you want to take your brush, go back up under your eyes. If they started creasing, that is. If you have a good concealer and it didn't crease, just go ahead and put on your powder. I'm using the Huda Beauty powder and which one? Blondie. And also, you don't have to have an expensive powder. I have been looking on TikTok and I saw that there are a lot of good alternatives. So, if you want some of those alternatives, I can put them in the description. I think one of them was Maybelline. That one, like everyone goes crazy over that one. And what was it? I don't think it's LA Girl, but I am gonna put them in the comments or just like above me, like a picture of it. But I'm putting my powders just under the eye because like I'm doing a natural look. I still want that dewy skin look. If you want a matte look, go ahead and you can put your powder all over your face. Sometimes I like to use a brush like this, like something that's really fluffy, and I just take it over my entire face. But since we're not doing that, well, I'm not doing that, I want that natural look, that dewy look. And I do get a lot of my inspo from like online and other creators that either do makeup or have showed their makeup in the past. Like, yeah, like a lot of other like creators. One of them being the Caligari sisters. I really love their makeup tutorial that they did, and so I copied just a few things from them, such as like the powder placement, because I was like, their skin always just looks like skin. Like, how do you do that? By not putting too much powder. So yeah, this is my placement. I like to blend it in with this e.l.f. brush. This is like a blending brush. This is the, well, actually the putty brush, but I use it to blend out like right around here on the powders, so it doesn't have that weird like line. Now we're gonna take this Rare Beauty blush in Grace and we're gonna place it. Okay, now this blush is a mattifying blush, like the finish, so putting it on top of powders is okay. But if you have regular blush that you want to put with your wet products, put that with your wet products. I probably should have said that before I put on the powder. But yeah, because this is matte finishing, I can put it like right on top of my, my powders. So I'm blending this in and I'm just tapping it into the skin / brushing it. This is my all-time favorite blush shade, especially for like everyday use because it looks so natural, in my opinion. And also, I do have blush blindness, so I overuse blush. Yeah. Now I'm going to take this Laura Mercier Translucent Honey powder, and I'm going to also put that in the same places where I placed before with my powder. And I'm just going to lighten under my eyes. This is my favorite part because it really does elevate the look and it gives me that lightening effect under my eyes. It's like very bright. Because the concealer was bright, but it just didn't really, I don't know. It didn't do its thing. Oh my gosh, I almost dropped this. Then, I know you're supposed to wait, but we don't have time to wait, especially if you have places to go. So I'm just gonna blend this. I don't know why I was about to go right here. I always got up under this eye. I mean, it doesn't matter which one you go to, but yeah. I want to stipple it into the skin again, and you see how it's already having that kind of lightening effect? Like, it just gives like a real like brightness under my eye. And I really love this powder, especially mixed with the Huda Beauty one, because it just looks so seamless. And then on your forehead, you're just gonna have to blend that out so that it's not that harsh line. As well as right here. Really stipple it because I'm being lazy and I'm trying to like, I don't know, sometimes it does work. Like if it's just so much like powder, if you like put it just a little bit too much, you can do like this on the sides and then go back to stippling. But yeah. And boom. Okay, now bronzer. Now, pay attention to this part. So I like to use a fluffy brush for my bronzer because I feel like it's better to just do my makeup. Like, it's just, yeah. Like, especially to get the product on the skin. And I like to put it in this spot. And then I like to take it like right around here, around my chin area, especially because I put some brightening powder down there. So I want to make sure I'm not looking like white. Especially because this is a translucent shade. And technically translucent shades is just used to brighten. It's not really for like brown skin, like to just use every, like all over. Because if you do, you will be looking like a ghost. Then I like to take, because I'm not big on eyeshadow, I just take a little bit of bronzer and go on my eyelids. If you want to do an eye look, that's fine, but I just don't have time for that. And this is supposed to be like an everyday type of look, like something you can do before you're going to work or maybe before you're going to school. Like, it's natural, but it's also soft glam. Okay, now we're going to do the eyes. Most people will do the eyes first. If you want, you can. Like, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just giving you a tutorial. I like to take an eyeliner pencil. This is the NYX one in shade, I think, black brown. Yeah, black brown. And I'm just doing like a tiny little wing. And this is also because I ran out of liquid eyeliner. But because this is like a natural everyday look, and most people don't have really, like a lot of time to just do liquid eyeliner, this is like a really simple look. And then you can take your finger and swipe and make the eyeliner more pointed. Then I'm going to take the LA Girl in shade Very Black, and I'm going to underline. I'm going to go on my waterline. Now, this is optional. If your eyes tear up like just so much and you just really can't do it, I would say wait a while and maybe practice it, especially with doing it and you don't have on makeup, because it will run. Possibly. Well, yeah, it will run, especially if you're just starting out on makeup. So, like I said, this is very optional. But I like to do this because I want to draw more attention to my eyes with my makeup. And even though my eyes are watering, they're not running because I do this every day. So now we're going to go in with this. Okay, I do this for my eyes because I want my mascara to like look really good. So I try to line this up and okay, I try to line this up and I hold it for like just maybe 20-30 seconds. It's up to you. Okay, some days it looks good, some days it does not, because I'm in a rush. Okay, I really should be careful because sometimes I be holding on a little too tight, and I'm just glad I don't do like my mascara first and then do that. Like, never do that. You will take off your eyelashes if you do that. So it's better to do that before you put on your mascara so you don't rip out your lashes. I have seen some people on TikTok that has happened to, and it's tragic. So you're gonna take a little bit of it and just place it on the tip of your eyelashes, and then you want to like start coating the actual lash like this. And I really love this mascara specifically. This is the L'Oreal Telescopic. It's also waterproof, and yeah, it does its magic. It makes me look like I have on actual lashes. Now let's get into the, oh crap, I didn't do, this tutorial is all over the place, but because I forgot to do the setting spray before I did my mascara, you want to cover your eyes so you don't have your eyes bleeding out onto your makeup, and then place your setting spray. I'm using the Milani Make It Last. This is the dupe for this. And like I said, you want to cover your eyes because you do not want this mascara to bleed out because it will ruin your makeup. Okay. Now, and because this is a natural look, you technically don't have to have a lot, because this primer right here, I highly recommend you buying this. It's only $12 and it works really good. Maybe a little bit better than the e.l.f. one. I don't know. Now you're gonna take your lip liner in shade, well, you don't have to use this one. This one's kind of expensive, so I would recommend getting the e.l.f. ones. And I think the dupe, I was supposed to get 608, so if you want that type of look, do dark cocoa. And I do have some pictures of me using that one, so I will put that on the screen as well to show that shade. But this is by Makeup Forever. If you want to buy this one, you can. I love this lip liner because it lasts so long. I kind of overline just a little bit because I want that look of like bigger lips. Then I'm going to take, and you just want to like stay in the inside of the line on the bottom lip, and on your top lip go a little bit over, just a little bit, not a whole lot. Then I take Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lip liner and I line the inside of my lip, and then I also take the lipstick in Pillow Talk and I just do like this and dab it. Boom. Then I take the Glow Reviver in Strawberry Shortcake. And this is my finished look. So this was a 2026 makeup beginner's guide tutorial. Let me know down in the comment section if you want a full glam kind of look tutorial. And yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, push the post notification bell to be alerted for more video. Be alerted whenever. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, push the post notification bell to be alerted every time I post, and go ahead and follow me on TikTok and Instagram. Bye.